If I hide the topic, will a person reading the question guess this was a topic from the questions? Empathy is less about accommodation and tolerance. It's more about acceptance and respect. Curiosity, what lies beyond? Let's go and see. Introspection-based learning. For abstract topic, okay, what otherwise we call as a philosophical topic, the thumb rule is अगर टॉपिक समझ में नहीं आया वो फिलोसॉफिकल ही होगा, ठीक है? Then you start struggling क्या लिखना है. Now for philosophical topic what you do is, I mean this requires a bit of practice, okay? And I think ये बहुत important first step है. Convert the essay into another statement which means the same. So simpler word, man, again it goes back to your thesis writing with alternate words. आपको टॉपिक दिया गया है, say the best time to mend the roof is when the sun is shining. ठीक है? अब इसको rephrase कर दो. The best time to take corrective measures is when the problems are less or when there are opportunities. होता है क्या in most of us that we start correcting when we have hit a dead end. We start looking for alternative solutions जब हमारे पास options खत्म हो जाते हैं. The essay says that when the sun is shining, as in going is good, there are opportunities. When there's no pressure, when there are resources, when you have energy, उसी time में do all the corrections. तो rephrase करो इसी word में, इसी way में, that the best time to take corrections or make corrections is when the going is good. Now इस statement पे फिर 2-3 question बना दो. What are the examples when we have tried to do corrections and when the conditions were really at its worst? And what were the consequences of that? जैसे कि economic reforms in India, 91 and 92 में almost dead end पहुंच चुका था हमारा. It required a very smart, astute management to come out of the debt crisis. Okay, or say, think about climate change. That we are trying to force things at a time when we're almost at the edge of tipping over. Okay, the best time was when the world did not have as much of problems and we had some time. उसका consequence क्या बताओ? I said, no, one smart technique in this question is, I said, let the first question be a contextual question. Okay? And let the last question, way forward, be a solution based, but then try to keep it very specific. So your contextual beginning mein, this can be the question. What are the incidences when we have tried corrections, when the going became very tough, or the problem seemed irreversible, and what were the consequences? ये आपका पहला question हो जाएगा. Second question can be, I said, map with climate change, map with globalization, map with conflicts. How this can be one solutions to deal with problems like Middle East conflict. How can be this idea be a solution when dealing with problems of global poverty? How can this wisdom apply? Okay, so एक तो है कि आप contextual करो. Okay, this is one suggestion. The second suggestion in abstract, the first step क्या है? Convert the statement into a simpler statement and frame questions on the simpler statement. It's like I'm trying to convert the philosophical one into part topical one, if I can. That's one. Second, I said, again, the rule is the first question ko keep it contextual. Contextual मतलब यही होता है that what has been happening around us that forces us to see wisdom in this topic. ऐसा क्या events है? एक दो event, just mention, move on. Then you can always frame 1 or 2 questions based on a very specific important event. ये तो in general पूछ दिया हमने. यहाँ पर उठा लो एक आध event उठा के उसमें frame कर लो question. And then of course you also have this last question which is the solution. Okay, now that we understand that we should be making corrections when we have opportunities, how can we make this wisdom part of our life? How can we make this wisdom part of learning in schools and maybe society? How can this be part of India's governance issues and so on? So solution and the contextual one, जो पहला वाला है, ये तो 2 फिक्स है आपका, और बाकी से आपका आराम से 3 से 4 क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा. Okay, and then you start mapping with your canvas. So the trick here is convert the statement into a simpler statement. That's one. Uske baad, now see, I have told this earlier also. One more cue here. In the philosophical topic, there is one key idea. There is one key values. There is one powerful message that can be captured through one word. जैसे कि mend the roof when the sun is shining. इसका key idea क्या है? Key idea है be alert and don't procrastinate. Correct? कि जब आपको प्रॉब्लम दिखाई दे रहा है, इसको टालो मत. So procrastination is an important problem that we must not succumb to. So procrastination पे you can have 1-2 paragraphs. Okay, so every wisdom को ना किसी एक word से map करो. So map the wisdom, map philosophical topic to one word. One word can be related to values. One word could be related to key problem. So problems कैसे हैं? Laziness is a problem. Dishonesty is a problem. Being superstitious is a problem. So एक word चाहिए. The word can be some value. Generally values में आराम से map हो जाता है. Invariably the topic gets mapped to freedom, liberty और curiosity जो आपको मैंने दिया हुआ है booklet 1 में. और उस word पे और उस idea पे right maybe explain that what it is. So if you have one work here, girls are weighed down by restrictions and boys with demands. Two equally harmful disciplines. What word can I map this idea to? Restrictions, okay. What else? Restrictions is a ठीक है, not wrong there. मैंने ये word जैसे यहाँ पर एक word important word है patriarchy. Boys with demands, okay, is that toxic masculinity. Like, that's the idea. Or maybe simple thing as girls are not given freedom. It's the importance of liberty. And if I दोनों को लेके चलेंगे, importance of allowing people to do what they are good at, okay, and what they want to do. Essentially, a society that is liberating. जब boys पे expectation होता है, क्या होता है? It's no longer liberating. और girls पे जब आप डाल देते हो restrictions, it again compromises amount liberty. So इस topic का एक important word है important liberty. Liberty भी लिख डालो. Okay, one page maybe. Frame a question. How liberty is a very important virtue of human society. So map your topic to one keyword. Generally वो keyword value होगा. Look at this one. A society that has more justice is a society that needs less charity. यहाँ पर justice ही वो keyword है. Explain the idea called justice. Social justice, financial justice, justice in terms of rights, justice in terms of equality or equity. Okay, वो समझा दो. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. इसका keyword होगा internalizing anything. वो अंदर चला जाता है. You assimilate an idea, it becomes a part of you. So I can explain the idea called what is internalization. और उस पे हम लिख दिया 1-2 paragraph. हर topic में होगा. Thinking is like a game, doesn't begin unless you have an opposite team. The keyword that we're talking about here is that respects adversities. So I can pick up the word called adversity. उसमें हम लिख डालेंगे. The importance of adversity, how adversity is norm of life, what are the forms of adversities, okay, how adversities probably impact our self-esteem, but they are important part of development also. Or maybe think of failures. Okay, that जो opposition है, it is symbolic of a challenge and a failure. Or maybe the keyword challenge itself. Visionary decision making happens at the intersection of intuition and logic. Intuition, logic, दोनों काम करेगा. So one keyword I can include here is okay, that decision making is all about awareness. Awareness, अपना एक intuition है, don't ignore that. And awareness that there are certain solutions which can be logically developed. Awareness is compromised if I compromise logical data around me, and awareness compromised even if I ignore my own gut feeling. Or in modern or in present literature, we talk about mindfulness. It comes to mindfulness. So this requires a bit of practice. If you can identify that keyword, your essay का आराम से a nice insightful discussion बन जाएगा. वो keyword क्या है? And for that, I gave you that list of the values. आपका पक्का उस पे hit करेगा. Okay, if you remember that list of keywords I gave you, okay, I said equality, justice, universalism, Okay, growth, forgiveness, gratitude, thankfulness, harmony, peace, patience, courage, responsibility, accommodative, empathy, kindness, appreciation, politeness. याद आ रहा है? I gave a list of the values. Okay, you can always develop on this more. So in abstract topic, ये आपका 2-3 techniques हैं. Map, okay, map the topic to one word. वो एक word क्या है जिसमें मैं okay, एक पेज लिख सकता हूं with examples, with discussions, okay, and convert the topic into a simpler phrase. So now if you see, this also is essentially more or less the canvas I'm talking about. The canvas था आपका 6 box. That one keyword is the values. Discussing with 1 or 2 events. This can be a global event. This can be also okay an Indian event. That's your choice. Start with a contextual one. It can be part of this one here. Okay, जो आपका introduction का narration का link था आपका. So if you do this, canvas का 3-4 box बन जाता है invariably. Is it okay all of you here?